All right, everybody, and welcome back for AP Statistics. Today, you're going to be working on Unit 1, Section 6 through 9 in the AP Classroom. So we're back in AP Classroom like you were yesterday. There's 15 questions on here. Let's just kind of look through it real quick. First one, you'll be comparing two box plots. Remember, the stars are your outliers in these. And question number 2. And get it to move forward. In question number 2, you will be looking at the difference, what happens when you add an outlier, what happens to the mean and the median. So when you add an outlier, what will happen to the mean and the median? In question number 3, what is true about a distribution that has a gap? So if you have a gap, what is going to be true about that distribution? Number 4, you're going to look at a box plot and answer a question based on that box plot that's drawn for you. In question number 5, we are looking at the sum of the squared deviations from the mean. Remember, squared means we're going to have to take it to the second power. Deviation from the mean means subtracting it from the mean, and then you want to add all those together. So how far are they away from the mean squared? So which one of those shows that? Number 6 is going to give you two histograms that we're comparing from earthquake and mining disturbances. So we look at two histograms to compare the difference of those. And number 7, this is a box plot, but it is turned sideways. So you're still going to be looking at a box plot and answering a question about that, the heights. So just to show you how a box plot can be drawn differently. In question number 8, you're looking at a histogram on the number of students and the amount spent on a plane ticket. In question number 9, as we move forward, you will be looking at another histogram where we talk about the age of people that attended a documentary at a movie theater and how many people attended. So we have their ages starting from 15 all the way up to age 50. In question number 10, we see the houses, 8 different houses, and their selling price in a certain town, and you want to be able to find the median of those 8 houses. Remember, you can type that into the calculator in Stat Edit and then go to Stat Calc to get the median. In question number 11, we have a statistician who is sampling the thickness of metal plates, and it tells you the mean and it gives you the standard deviation. And this is a rule that says if something is more than 2 standard deviations away from the mean, that it is an outlier. So if you'll go 2 standard deviations above and 2 standard deviations below the mean, so add that 1.4 twice and then subtract that 1.4 twice, which of these numbers would be a potential outlier is what you're looking at there in question number 11. So we haven't looked at that specifically, so you want to make sure you pay attention to that. In question number 12, it says, which of the following is the best description of the 77th percentile? So if you're in the 77th percentile, that would be above Q3, because remember, if we're thinking about a box plot and things like that, the minimum is at the 0%, Q1 is 25%, the median is 50, Q3 is 75, and then the maximum is 100. So if you're at the 77th percentile, then that means what that means basically is that, again, a percentile is you've scored this much more. You've scored more than that many people. So if I'm at the 90th percentile, I've scored higher than 90% of people. So you want to make sure that you find the answer that works for that. Question number 13. ask you, based on the summary statistics, so it has the 5-number summary that we would use for box plots, which of the following gives the best comparison of the range? Remember, the range is maximum minus the minimum, and the interquartile range, which is Q3 minus Q1. We go to question number 14, and it is a box plot, and it says Emily claims that a tree that is 43 inches is an outlier. So if you'll do Q3 minus Q1 and then multiply that by 1.5 and add that to Q3, then you will get your upper fence, and then you can tell if 43 is past your upper fence or not. If it is past it, remember it would be an outlier. If it's not, then it is okay. And then we move to the last question, which is question number 15. We have a dot plot, and we want to talk about the distribution of this dot plot. What's the shape? What does it look like? What is our distribution? So answer these questions again, just like yesterday on the AP Classroom. When you finish, you will be able to see the questions you missed. You can go back and make sure why you missed them. It will give you information about why you missed it and what the correct answer is and why. So you want to make sure you get that, because you will have a test that's upcoming for Unit 1, for Chapter 1. So we will have the Chapter 1 test coming up, and we'll use a lot of these types of questions to go through that test. All right, thanks, and have a good day.